Well guys, I'm decided to have a little look around that new little wood that I found. If you remember, I came here, what was it, February, March time, and I thought I'd come back and have a little look, see if there's anything about. And there's lots of these big old mature sweet chestnut trees, so you never know. There's also some beech in here. And first thing we've found is one of our regulars. There we go. A nice big old earth ball. And he's growing on a dead stump, on a fallen tree, which is unusual. I've only ever found them growing in the ground. But there we go, a nice big mature earth ball. So let's carry on and have a look around to see if we can find anything else. Here, looking around in these old stumps that have been cut off, and look what I've found. Some lovely young pieces of chicken of the woods. They're a bit too young to harvest for eating, but we can come back next week and see how big they get. But there you go, lovely pieces of young chicken of the woods. Lovely and fresh, tender. So that's a great find for the day. Chicken of the woods. We've got quite a lot of earth balls coming up here, as you can see. A few catkins on top. There you go. They're all growing on these fallen trees. There's a couple more here, look. A couple of nice fresh ones there. A small one there. So let's carry on and see what else there is. Yet another piece of chicken of the woods. This is a very old piece. Well, too old to harvest and too dirty, but would have been all right if it was younger. But that's funny, that's two within 50 yards of each other. Once again on an old cut stump. But there you go, a bit more chicken of the woods. So let's carry on and see what else we've got. Well, I'm sure we've got a russula hiding under this leaf litter. Yep, yellow russula. And there's one behind me that's been knocked over. There you go, look. So we'll just check if they got that those flaky gills, look. There we go. Look like flakes of almond. There we go. And that quite thick stem that will snap a bit like a piece of chalk, but it's a bit difficult for me to do with one hand. So there you go, another russula there. These are yellow. As you know, we get russulas in all different sorts, colours, from very, very deep purple to grey, to yellows, to reds, to pinks. Beautiful colours. Most russulas are edible, but to do the test, you usually break a little bit off give it a little chew, and if your tongue goes a bit peppery, then you know not to eat it. If it doesn't, then they're quite edible. But I leave them alone because I only eat what I am 100% sure that that I know what they are. So, but a lot of people eat them. Russulas, brittle gills is the common name. So there you go. So let's carry on and see what else we're finding quite a bit in this little new wood. And let's have a little look what we've got here. Right, I'm really not 100% sure what we've got here. I don't think it's a rustler. I don't think, anyway. Got a very strong mushroomy smell. So if anybody has got any ideas as to what this one is, please just put it in the comments. There you can see the gills. It turns over a little bit, but it's not like a roll rim. But it's definitely got a lovely mushroomy smell. But I'm really not 100% sure what it is. The stem is very, very hard. So it could be some kind of rustler, but it's not the colour of a rustler. It's not a death cap. I'm just not 100% sure what it is. So if anybody knows, just put it in the comments, please. And we'll carry on and see what else we get. From this angle, I'm looking at this stump over here, and it looks like we could possibly have yet another young piece of chicken of the woods. Yep, it certainly looks like it to me. A very young piece. I don't know if anything's been nibbling at it, where the squirrels have, but it definitely looks like a very young piece of chicken of the woods. So that's 3 pieces we've found on the stumps. So we'll see if we can find some more. Now, I'm pretty sure underneath these lovely sweet chestnut trees, we've got some beefsteak mushroom. There, see it? It's a lovely edible beefsteak. I don't really know if it's big enough for me to take actually, but there's an old broken bit round the other side which I've sliced up just to show you. There's the old one down there, but I've sliced some pieces off of it to show you why they call it beefsteak mushroom. There you go, it's got that texture of Wagyu beef. See that? It's very soft. If you squeeze it, you'll get red juice. This is an old piece, so the juice is not so red, which is a bit like blood when you squeeze it. It's a bit like a rare cooked piece of steak, I guess. But I don't know whether to cut that fresh small one or wait until next week and we'll come back and have a look and see if it's got a bit bigger. But I'm not sure how big it's going to get, but I think I'll leave it. I think I'll wait until next week. But there you go, lovely piece of beefsteak mushroom growing on these sweet chestnut trees. Right below my feet, I nearly trod on him, is a perfect big egg of a stinkhorn. Now that is huge. That must be 2.5–3 inches in diameter. That's going to be a big stinkhorn. So when I come in the week to have a look at the chicken of the woods. We'll have to have a look and see how big this fella is. If he's out at all, he might not be out. If it's dry in the week, he might not come out. So I've been smelling stinkhorns as I've walked through this little wood, but I've yet to find one. But I've definitely been smelling them. But there we go, a lovely big stinkhorn egg with that thick jelly around the outside. There we go. Well, that's it for today, guys. I've had a good hour and a half looking around. I've probably covered about a quarter of this little wood, and we've had a great time. Found that young beefsteak mushroom. We found those young chicken of the woods that we're going to come back and have a look at. Found a russula, other little bits and pieces. So I'm quite happy with what we found. I didn't expect to find anything, to be honest with you. But I'll be coming back probably next weekend. Tomorrow I'm heading to Thetford Forest for a look round. Hopefully we'll find something there. Thank you for staying till the end, guys. And thank you for all the new subscribers. It's fantastic. We're still getting new subscribers, and hopefully now we can start getting more videos out, because the weather's starting to change. It's getting that little bit lower in temperature, which fungi world like. We just need some rain. I think next week it's going to be a little bit dry again, but hopefully the week after we'll get back to having some wet weather, some rain to start bringing everything out. There are definitely things starting to move, as we've seen today. So have a good weekend, guys. Bank holiday Monday tomorrow, so have a good day if you're off work. If you get out there, you know what to do while you're out there, don't you? Keep your eyes open.